KPFX and HD1, Kindred, Fargo, Moorhead.
And KDLB HD3, Breezy, Detroit Lakes.
It just rocks your world.
Locally owned and operated by Radio FM Media. We are your Bison Nation station.
And number one for classic rock that really rocks. 107.9, The Fox.
Now, here's today's headlines with the Fox Morning Show.
On 107.9, The Fox.
You know what today is?
No, why don't you tell me?
You don't know you recycle?
Today is National Recycling Day.
Hi, I'm reminding you to recycle.
And recycle everything.
Hey, always recycle.
And so, we must all recycle every day.
We recycle everything.
Y'all recycle.
Yeah, recycle this.
National Recycling Day.
Recycling bins everywhere.
So it's showtime.
All right, well, good. Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. Every day. Yeah, we've got a bin for aluminum, and I even stuff I pop I bring into work, I will bring home and put not just throw it away here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, we've got the recycling bin at home as well, and got one outside that we take to the curb up,
I wish we had that. We got to haul ours in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we got the bin set up inside, too, so we make it quite easy to
plastic.
Recycle. Oh.
Paper we do here at work, so that's good.
Yeah.
Everybody does their part.
Well, you know what? We liked yesterday's weather so much, we're going to recycle that and do it again today, too.
Oh, was that nice?
Oh, my God.
We got stuff done outside. We were out there. We even had a fire with about 3 beers sitting around it.
Nice.
Yeah, we had a good one, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Well, yeah, that Fox forecast again today, absolutely beautiful with a high reaching the mid to upper 50s and lots of sunshine. Tonight, cloudy, low in the 30s, and then tomorrow it's going to start to cool down a bit with highs reaching only the 40s. But still, for this time of year, that's still nice.
That's you bet.
Yeah, the rest of your work week forecast all the way through your weekend really can be found now at 1079thefox.com. We've got 28 at 6:03.
Boom, here we are, middle of the month, 15th day of November. Here's what's shaking in our corner of the globe. As a precaution, a brief shelter-in-place order was issued in Colfax, North Dakota last night after an anhydrous ammonia chemical leak. Richland County Sheriff's Office says the leak was reported shortly before 10 p.m. last night, about a mile west of Colfax, County Road 4. An employee of Minn Kota Ag Products, a company that owns the tank, arrived on scene, saw an anhydrous leak coming from the valve in the large bulk tank. Colfax firefighters and the company employee used small tanks to offload the remaining anhydrous from the large tank, and incident is under investigation. I sure hope that some dumbass meth head wasn't over there with that big valve trying to bleed off anhydrous. Good God. Yeah. A man in the hospital with serious injuries after an incident near downtown Fargo yesterday afternoon. Cops say they were called to the area First Avenue North and University Drive shortly after 3:30 on the report of an impaired man and found the man with a knife to his own throat. Officers used less than lethal devices to safely subdue the man. Would they throw a brick at him? What does that mean? Who was taken to the hospital and treated for an injury to his neck. Man's injury is considered serious but not life-threatening, and no officers were injured. Good. Well, that bright flash in the sky over Beltrami County and the sonic boom that followed were initially reported to be caused by a meteor, but further investigations, no, not likely not the cause, says authorities. As of yesterday afternoon, authorities speculated the cause was a meteor, but that was refuted by an astronomer and NASA scientists who analyzed the video footage frame by frame and determined that whatever streaked across the sky was too horizontal to be a meteor. They said after reviewing the video and using mathematics, it was calculated that the source of flash and boom were less than a mile apart. That means I think it was cooking. That was moving. They don't know if the source was stationary or mobile. And it says this has certainly been an interesting puzzle to try and solve, and they still don't know exactly what it was. They said they appreciate the assistance they've received from federal agencies and the science community in ruling out what it wasn't, and continue to provide any subsequent information that it has learned. For now, whatever flashed across the sky and created the boom,
it remains a mystery.
It's a mystery.
It's official. Still, it's a UFO. I mean, because it's an unidentified flying object.
Get Dana Scully in here, stat. Fox Mulder. Matt LeBlanc and Courtney Cox each posted tributes to Matthew Perry on Instagram yesterday. It said some pretty touching stuff, and then Matt LeBlanc topped it all with, I guess you're keeping the $20 you owe me. Here's some good news. Sammy Hagar, Michael Anthony are hitting the road next summer, and they'll, quote, go deep into the Van Halen catalog.
Nice.
Yeah, they're going to bring along Joe Satriani and Jason Bonham.
Hey.
Dude. Sammy says, quote, it'll be almost exactly 20 years since Mike and I did a reunion with Ed and Al in 04. And he said, Mike and I, we can't wait another 20 years. And he says, how long can I even sing these songs? How long can I do this stuff, says Sammy. I just thought it was time to serve the fans. Get out there and do it while you can.
Yeah, and I saw something where he kind of obviously has been getting pressure to put together some kind of tribute to Eddie, but he keeps coming back with, that's not for me to do. That I'm not in that place. That should be from his brother, right?
That should be from Alex.
Right.
Absolutely, it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or his son.
And to a limited amount, Wolfie has done some stuff for Dad, but, they need to, if they were serious about it, put something together. Otherwise, get out there and work the catalog, man.
Mm-hmm.
Run deep on that, too.
Yeah.
King Charles turned 75 yesterday.
Oh.
He celebrated a Burger King so he can get another free crown.
Way to go, Chuck.
Way to do it. Doing it right, Chuck. Russia is one of the only major countries in the world without a McDonald's. So for now, the only Happy Meal for Russians, bottle of vodka.
Nothing wrong with that.
And in showbiz news, Barry Manilow revealed why it took so long to come out as gay. And that reason was that we already knew.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's your news for now.
Okay. Hey, coming up this morning, where in the world is Ian this week? We'll check in with our man on the streets next hour. Plus, you could fill your fridge for the holidays. Make sure you're listening at 8:15 for that. We'll check that scoreboard in sports for you next.
0-0 the first 2 minutes. And then look at Clay Thompson and McDaniels. What is going on with that? Wow. You've got a full-on fracas going on. Draymond came in to defend Clay. This got out of hand very quickly. So Jaden McDaniels been ejected. Clay Thompson's been ejected. Draymond has been ejected.
A full-on fracas. You don't hear that every day, huh? Yeah. Green, Thompson, McDaniels all ejected after a fight broke out between the Wolves and the Warriors last night. The fight happened less than 2 minutes into the game. How could they get under each other's skin so quickly, right?
Man.
Green actually was putting Minnesota center Rudy Gobert in a headlock at one point, and teammates had to come to his rescue. Eventually, they were all separated, and they played a game. And the Wolves went on to win 104-101. They've got the Suns tonight. Hopefully, it won't be as troubling as that one. Boy, that was something. Meanwhile, our Bison came up short against UC Davis in Bison men's basketball yesterday. 68-53 your final there. The Bison will play Montana tomorrow night in Missoula. We will have that right here on your Bison Nation station. Meanwhile, of course, the Bison football team getting ready to wrap up the regular season down there in northern Iowa. Doesn't mean that you can not go without tailgating this Saturday. You can do it right there in your driveway, of course. And we've got the ultimate tailgate package up for grabs again. Presented by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green of the Gold Collective. You could win free meat, free booze, and an autographed football from this year's Bison football team. Just be a fan of the Fox on Facebook for your chance to win this prize pack, and look for that post tomorrow morning. We'll be drawing one lucky fan again on Friday. In NFL news, should the Lions fire receiver Jamison Williams? The Lions receiver Jamison Williams put a glob of Oreo McFlurry on his McDouble cheeseburger at McDonald's, and some fans want him to be traded for this.
Oh, get bent.
You okay with that, Dave? Are you?
I'm not eating it. It's not my burger.
I know, right?
Right?
Are you okay with this? Jason and Travis Kelce just released a Christmas song.
I could have been someone. Well, so could anyone.
It's real. It's a real song. We'll have more on that later this hour. It's what's trending, of course. I mean, Swifty's boyfriend sings.
Oh, I can't wait.
And we'll end with this, and it's tragic and just so sad, but a man was arrested on suspicion of manslaughter in the death of former NHL Adam Johnson. That happened yesterday. The arrest comes more than 2 weeks since police began investigating the incident that led to Johnson's death back on October 28th. Johnson was playing for the Nottingham Panthers in the Elite Ice Hockey League when his throat was cut by a skate blade. during a collision in a Champions Cup game in Sheffield, England, against the Sheffield Steelers. Johnson was 29 and a native of Minnesota. So sad and tragic. But they are arresting somebody now, again, for manslaughter in that case. All right, that's your Fox Sports. That Fox forecast, beautiful again today with lots of sunshine, mid to upper 50s. Tonight, a few clouds, a low in the 30s, and tomorrow, 40s. And that's kind of where we're going to be sitting for the rest of the work week, but maybe warmer again by Sunday. Check it out for yourself. All the details there at 1079thefox.com. It's 28 at 6:14.
Fill the Dome is coming around the corner, and we got our friends here to tell us all about it. And we'll give you details coming up.
Now, here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
Hey, look what we got in the house. McKenna Peterson, Ruby Dobbins, Fill the Dome. I can't believe that's coming up already. Holy mackerel. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. 16 years now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, that's bananas.
It is insane.
And you need bodies. You're looking for hands. We need volunteers.
Yes.
So, because this is coming up, Monday, Tuesday, after the weekend, it's time to fill the dome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So while you're out there getting your Thanksgiving Day stuff, right?
Double up on a few things. It's a great idea.
Yeah, so you can actually at Hornbachers, if you're going out to Hornbachers and shopping, there's probably a student there that is handing out slips, and you can go scan those at the checkout and help donate to Fill the Dome.
Oh,
you don't even have to do that. You can just the students will do it for you.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, very cool. That's
Very
awesome.
Nice. Very nice.
Now, there's something also going on tomorrow at Panda Express.
Yes.
And what's that?
So you can go to Panda Express and tell them you're there for Fill the Dome, and with the money that you buy the food with, they'll donate some of that to Fill the Dome.
All right.
Yeah, very easy. You can get some food and also donate to a good cause.
Right, of course. Great cause. And then somewhere else, they're doing some...
Yeah, Noodles and Company until December 1st. You can go in and say, hey, I'm donating to Fill the Dome, or order online and go through there as well.
Those are all great places.
Yeah. For sure. So, okay, let's talk about the event, Fill the Dome. So, again, in its 16th year, that's just crazy. You can go to fillthedome.org for the schedule and all the info, but tell us about where do we need to sign up at? Can we go to fillthedome.org for that?
Yeah, you can go to fillthedome.org on our main page. It says you can volunteer here. It's bolded. It's right on the first main page. You can go there and sign up as many people as you like. We love to see everyone there.
All right, and so what are you doing when you're there?
Yeah, there's so many things we do. So the people who are on the Metro Area Student Ambassador Group, we direct like buses and schools where to go. They each have a square where they can put all their food. And we also are like lifting food, boxing it up to give to the food bank. And that's kind of it.
I'm sure there's a million jobs.
Yeah, there
Getting
really
boxes,
is.
Packing boxes, lifting boxes, but many hands make light work, right?
Yeah, so that Tuesday of the second day, Tuesday, that's the day where we have our press conference, and then people can come in and help volunteer and pack all the food up that was donated, and then we'll get it all shipped away to the food bank. Our goal this year is to fill 2 semis.
Woo!
So we're really hoping to get there. Yeah. And we're about $3,000 off from our $30,000 goal this year. So that is amazing.
Nice.
That is amazing.
That.
Yep. Thanks for picking up where others have left off and continuing a great tradition. Fillthedome.org/home, or just go to fillthedome.org. That's where you can go sign up, and you can do your best in washing away hunger.
I know.
Thanks, ladies.
Yeah, thank you.
I know it's always a sight when it's filled, too. That's a nice visual. I would imagine you'll have pictures up once that has happened.
Oh,
right?
yes, on our Facebook, Instagram, and our website as well.
Cool. Rock solid. McKenna Peterson, Ruby Dobbins. Woo! Keep up the good work, ladies.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Now, here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
Dave, I think you'll really appreciate this cat.
You talking about a person or an actual cat?
I know, right? This cat named Bruce can play the blues.
Oh.
Now, that's nothing we put together. That was taken from a video, all live. And Bruce, again, is the name of this cat that can play the blues.
Bruce the cat. Man. Somebody tell Winter Blues Festival that Bruce is available.
Right?
Yeah. Or at least summer. Get him in there. Oh, it'd be awesome.
I had a buddy who had a cat, kind of like yours. It had the fifth toe.
Oh, the fifth toe. So 7 toes?
Yeah.
7 toes. Yeah.
Is it 7?
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was back in my band days. Now and then, we would just jam at his house. And that cat loved the guitar so much, he'd jump right up onto Brian's lap. To this day, I don't know if he was trying to stop the guitar or he wanted to play the guitar, because he'd put his whole paw on the guitar, on the strings.
Stop!
There's a technique when you play guitar that's called palm mute.
Okay, that kind of mutes the strings a little, right?
So we would call that a paw mute.
Pawing instead of palming.
But his cat did not have the talents that Bruce the cat has at playing the blues, man.
That cat's a keeper.
Yeah.
Fox Morning Show.
Now trending. Now, here's what's trending on 107.9 The Fox.
I could have been someone. Well, so could anyone.
I feel like I'm watching an episode of The Muppet Show. Is that who said it? I honestly feel like there's Muppets singing right now. The Frank Oz.
That's Jason and Travis Kelce.
It really is.
It is. They just released their new Christmas song called Fairy Tale of Philadelphia.
You took my dreams from me when Mom first had you. I kept them with me, Jace. I put them with my own. Can't make it all alone. I built my dreams around you.
Just like Philly is the city of brotherly love, so is their song, they say.
Good Lord, get a room.
All right?
Jeez.
Oh.
Boy, who's the big spoon and little spoon?
Did Swiftie know that her boyfriend can sing too? Maybe Travis is just using her for a recording career.
That's probably what it is, yeah. Hey, can I use that microphone?
That's why he flew down to South America, hoping to get on stage.
Yep, got one of them nice recording studios and a big microphone and a speaker. I was their friend, I would punch them so hard.
Right.
They have no friends.
I get it. Jason Kelce is on the Eagles team, okay? But Travis is on the Chiefs.
Yes.
So Travis should be the brother that steps up and says, Jason, no.
Right. This makes no sense. It's not always about you, Jason. Who's the older one?
Jason's the older one.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So little brother is just playing along with big brother. They don't want to stand up to him.
God.
I know. Of course, those two play against each other this coming Monday night.
Somebody better sweep the leg at Thanksgiving. That's all I'm saying. They got to recover from this somehow. This is just too lovely.
The sound of the Silver Ages choir still singing Galway Bay, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day.
I guess this is actually from a second volume of Christmas songs from the Eagles team.
Good, there's more.
Right, last year's was called a Philly Special Christmas.
A filthy Christmas.
Yeah, let's get it right.
You know what today is?
No, why don't you tell me?
You don't know? You recycle?
Today is National Recycling Day.
Hi, I'm reminding you to recycle.
And recycle everything.
Hey, always recycle.
And so we must all recycle every day.
We recycle everything.
Y'all recycle.
Yeah, recycle this.
National Recycling Day.
Recycling bins everywhere.
So it's showtime.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I understand bringing awareness to it, but kind of odd to just recycle one day. You should really recycle every
make
day.
it part of your life, man. Yeah, just don't don't freaking bother.
Recycle just one day. I don't know if that's really going to cut it, but maybe it'll get you going. Maybe it'll get you started. I don't know, but yeah.
It's easy to do once you start doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. again, we have an extra bin. We have our trash can, and right next to it, we have another bin where we throw our recyclable stuff.
And you have curbside for that service. I wish we had that in Leonard. That's so nice. Take advantage of that.
Absolutely, yeah, we do. And I actually find that by recycling, you're recycling right now, aren't you? You just crushed your can.
I just crushed it. I bring the pop from home, and I bring it home because I crush the can because it takes up less space. But yeah, we recycle home everything.
Our can next to our trash can, our recyclable can, is actually fuller, faster than our garbage can.
Totally.
Yeah.
If you don't crush the cans.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I do.
Oh, okay.
But just because there's so much to recycle.
You guys drink so much beer.
It's that, too.
It's like a bar in here.
Wendy and I are always crushing beers.
Bottles clanking.
Hey, we're empty nesters now. What else is there to do?
Hello.
All right, welcome to it. Here it is, Hump Day, that Fox forecast. Middle of the week and middle of the month for you. And it's still beautiful with sunshine in mid to upper 50s today. Tonight, a bit of a cool down as we'll drop down into the upper 20s, and by tomorrow, high reaching just the 40s. But that's still nice. It really is for this time of year. So check it out. The rest of your work week forecast all the way through the weekend actually can be found at 1079thefox.com. We've got 30 at 7:04.
I didn't even hear what you talking about. Whether I was looking at a pineapple cranberry brie crescent ring appetizer. What am I thinking about?
Thanksgiving.
Oh my God. Welcome to it, Hump Day. We are a week away from Thanksgiving as of tomorrow. Well, here's what's shaking in our corner of the globe. 15th day of November already. As a precaution, a brief shelter-in-place order was issued in Colfax last night after an anhydrous leak was detected shortly before 10 p.m. about a mile west of Colfax. An employee of the Minn Kota Ag Products, the company that owns the tank, arrived on scene, saw the leak coming from the large bulk tank valve. Firefighters from Colfax and the company employee used small tanks to offload the remaining anhydrous from the large tank. Incident is under investigation. Some stinking tweaker somewhere messing around. A man in the hospital with serious injuries after an incident near downtown Fargo yesterday afternoon. Police were called to an area of First Avenue North and University Drive a little after 3:30 on a report of an impaired man and found the man with a knife to his own throat. Officers used less than lethal devices to safely subdue the man, who was taken to the hospital treated for an injury to his neck. It's considered serious but not life-threatening, the injury. No officers were injured. A bright flash in the sky over Beltrami County and the sonic boom that followed, initially thought to be a meteor.
Yeah.
After further investigation, authorities say, no, not the case.
Spaceship?
Yeah, well, they're not saying. The meteor was refuted by an astronomer, and NASA got involved.
Oh.
They analyzed the video footage frame by frame, determined whatever streaked across the sky was too horizontal to be a meteor. So it was coming across like a plane would, or a jet or a rocket or whatever. They said that it's been, after reviewing the video and using mathematics, they actually said that, it was calculated that the source of flash and boom were less than a mile apart. Well, they don't know if the source was stationary or mobile. They said it's certainly been an interesting puzzle to try and solve. Still don't know exactly what it was.
Yeah.
For now, whatever flashed across the sky and created boom remains a mystery.
Oh, we all know the Coneheads are back.
Yeah,
it's
man.
It's time for Thanksgiving.
If there's a big rush on Pop-Tarts and waffles and stuff, we know.
Yeah, the Coneheads are back.
Matt LeBlanc and Courtney Cox each posted very touching tributes to Matthew Perry on Instagram yesterday, and I like the way that Matt topped his off was, I guess you're keeping the $20 you owe me.
That's great. They had, that kind of relationship.
Absolutely.
All of them did.
All of them did, yeah.
I mean, they were real friends, not just a TV show.
No. Courtney went on to talk about how their first sex scene that he was giving her funny lines to say when they started rolling. She said he would do that all the time.
Sure.
Feed her lines, hey, say this, and it would be funny,
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's
it is.
That's so cool.
That's just, it's cool. Shocking survey finds that men really like the idea of women showing off their boobs in public. And that doesn't blow your mind. Dog eats dropped piece of bacon.
Wait, what?
They saying dudes like seeing girls. It's like that's some shocking headline.
No, I know.
That I saw. I was like, are you kidding me?
No, right.
Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony are hitting the road next summer. That's exciting. They'll, quote, go deep into the Van Halen catalog. They're going to bring along Joe Satriani on guitar and Jason Bonham on drums.
It's
a dream team, man. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
Sammy says, quote, it'll be almost exactly 20 years since Mike and I did a reunion with Eddie and Al in 2004. And Mike and I just said, we can't wait another 20 years.
Yeah.
How long can I even sing these songs, said Sammy. How long can I do this stuff? I just thought it's time to serve the fans. And that's the kind of guy I think he is.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that saw that show at Moondance when he was supposed to be on stage,
right?
And we had that deluge come through and cancel everything. Yep. It was like 6 inches of rain in an hour. It was ridiculous. Sammy was over there in the bar, in the little corner stage.
Yeah, he was supposed
passing around tequila bottle.
He was supposed to go on. What was it like? It was the last show of the night. So was it like 9 or something?
Probably more like 10.
Probably 10. Yeah. And so by the time they figured out what they could do and what they couldn't do.
And this storm was coming, and it was wind and everything.
Wind and everything, and there was limited power because there was some outages and stuff like that. I believe he took to that stage over in the bar like 11, maybe even midnight, something like that.
Yeah.
And that thing went deep into the night, deep into the morning.
It was awesome.
I have to be at the right place at the right time. I was like standing like third row. And
you were a little closer up in there. I was over on the side, but I was fine. I could see everything.
Yeah.
He's passing a bottle over there.
Yeah, I took a swig off that bottle.
A ukulele and a pork pie hat, and it was awesome.
It was so good.
Today's National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. It isn't random. You're going to be needing that space very, very soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and according to a new research, the average American spends nearly 300 hours a year cleaning their home. That was me and Marge last 2 days, 300 hours. Holy mackerel.
We got company coming, huh?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. And finally, I'll leave you with this. A man in Tennessee was arrested for DUI while driving children on Santa's train. I think he got on the wrong train. During a parade last Saturday, witnesses say he was driving erratically and the police found meth and other drugs on him.
God.
Yeah.
This is a bad Santa, a real bad Santa.
Satan's train's across the street. Sorry. Confused, sir. There's your news for right now.
All right, and headlines brought to you by Next Blue of North Dakota, PPO. Coming up this morning, where in the world is Ian this week? We'll check in with our man on the streets later this hour. Plus, you can fill that fridge for the holidays. Tune in at 8:15 for that. We've got some crazy sports news for you next.
0-0 the first 2 minutes. And then look at Clay Thompson and McDaniels. What is going on with that? Wow. You've got a full-on fracas going on. Draymond came in to defend Clay. This got out of hand very quickly. So Jaden McDaniel's been ejected. Clay Thompson's been ejected. Draymond has been ejected.
And that all went down in the first 2 minutes of the game. Well,
you get a card. You get a card.
You don't even have to hit the showers at that point. You don't even have a sweat going.
No,
right?
Just go home.
Yeah, you can wear that uniform the next day. It's fine.
Still clean.
Yeah, and what was really crazy was Green actually put our center, Rudy Gobert, in a headlock. And Rudy Gobert, after the game, said that Green really just wanted to get out of the game. He didn't want to play because Steph Curry wasn't playing, and whenever Steph Curry doesn't play, he doesn't like to play. So he was looking for an early exit.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wolves went on to win.
Hockey game broke out in a Wolves game.
Exactly. It was just nuts. So the Wolves still playing some good ball, winning last night, and they've got the Suns tonight. They're kind of banged up too, so we'll see how that goes for the Wolves as they continue out there on the road. Meanwhile, yesterday, our Bison men's basketball team came up short against UC Davis, 68-53 your final there. They're back on the hardwood tomorrow. They'll be playing Montana in Missoula, and we'll have that for you right here on your Bison Nation station. Of course, our Bison football team preparing to play their final regular season game down there in northern Iowa this Saturday. Doesn't mean that you still can't tailgate right there in your own driveway. We've got the ultimate tailgate package up for grabs again starting tomorrow. Presented by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green and the Gold Collective, man. You could win free meat, free booze, and an autographed football from this year's Bison football team. For your chance to score this prize pack, make sure you're a fan of the Fox on Facebook at 1079thefox.com, and then look for our post tomorrow. We'll be drawing one lucky fan on Friday. So, if you missed it, here again is, well, a sneak peek of Jason and Travis's new Christmas song.
I could have been someone. Well, so could anyone.
Ever since last hour when you said that sounds like the Muppets.
It does.
I can't get the Muppets out of my
I know,
head
man.
now.
It's like Kermit duetting with like the big brown hairy guy with the nose.
That guy,
yeah. Is it Sweetums?
Yeah.
Isn't that his name? His name's Sweetums.
Is that what it is?
It's Kermit and Sweetums. Here we go.
Yeah, one more time.
I could have been someone. Well, so could anyone.
That's
My
Kermit.
Lord in heaven.
Yeah, and there's been, yeah. If you missed the story, we'll have it for you again later this hour. Of course, it's what's trending. Travis touches anything and it turns to gold. It's
so moving.
It is very moving. It's brotherly
Matter of fact,
love.
I need a bathroom break, so.
How about this? Should the Lions fire their receiver, Jamison Williams, because the Detroit Lions wide receiver put a glob of Oreo McFlurry on his McDouble cheeseburger at McDonald's, and now fans want him traded
Want
for
him
that.
gone. Want him out of there. We all do, really. They're doing too well right now.
Exactly. Yeah, you want to hurt your own team? Go for it.
Yeah, we're all
Lions.
for it. Yeah, you bet.
Yeah. Hey.
SOB.
Yeah, talking to most Lions fans, they've already won way more than they ever have, so they're fine if the season ended today.
That's true.
And then finally, this tragic story. A man was arrested yesterday on suspicion of manslaughter in the death of former NHL player Adam Johnson from the South Yorkshire police. This, again, comes 2 weeks since the police began investigating the incident that led to Johnson's death on October 28th. Now, Johnson was playing for the Nottingham Panthers in the Elite Ice Hockey League when his throat was cut by a skate blade during a collision in a Champions Cup game in Sheffield, England against the Sheffield Steelers. Johnson was just 29. He was a native of Minnesota, and it's just a tragic story.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. So that's your Fox Sports. That Fox forecast again today, absolutely beautiful. Sunshine and mid to upper 50s. Tonight a low in the upper 20s, and then tomorrow 40s for the high. We could bounce back and see 50s by Sunday again. So just saying.
Yes.
Right? This is all good.
This is all good.
It's all good.
Till about March.
Yeah.
And then it can get nice.
Let's stay with it. I like this trend. That's your, again, full Fox forecast at our website anytime at 1079thefox.com. We got 30 now at 717.
Broadway's his beat. The man on the street, living dirty. Ian, we'll check in with him, see what's up coming up.
Now, here's the Fox Morning Show.
With Where in the World is Ian? No, really, where is he?
Take a trip around the world.
On 107.9, The Fox.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey, how's it going, Ian?
Good. Really tired, but good.
Where do we find you this morning?
I am on a turkey farm just outside of Frazee. That's right. It's not just the giant turkey in the middle of town. Apparently, they actually raise turkeys around here.
There is a lot of turkey farms throughout the region, really.
And I think it's all because there's that Jenny O hub down there in Pelican.
Ah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So what are you doing on the turkey farm?
Yeah, what's
Hanging
up?
out?
Yeah, what you doing?
Hanging out, making a bunch of little friends, and really learning the process that goes into making that Thanksgiving Day turkey that so many of us are going to indulge in next Thursday possible.
What have you learned so far? Like the actual process of making a turkey? Because that's kind of weird. You should know by now.
No, they're all toms on the farm. They're all male turkeys, so that process doesn't exist. We don't have to do an anatomy lesson today.
They're all dudes, huh? A lot of carrots in that stew, man.
Yeah, but think about it. If you get all the same gender, think about it. That's one less problem you have to deal with throughout the day.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how Gay Thunderdome started. So
what do they do? Like parade a hen through the coop? And a little stripper music?
What's going on, boys?
How does this work?
Well, if this obstacle course that I'm building for doesn't work out, we're going to have to resort to that.
All the toms with their dollar bills.
I do like me some dark meat.
Okay, I'm sorry, Ian.
No, the problem with these things, they don't do anything all day. They just go outside of the coop. Well, new bedding and stuff is being put down. You want to make sure the bedding, is dry and comfortable so they don't get infections on their feet. But really, they just kind of stand around and eat and drink all day. They really don't do a whole lot.
It's a man's life, isn't it?
Hey,
It is.
those that hang out at the Northern, that's all they're doing, too.
This is a man's world.
They're just standing around drinking all day. Hey, there's some similarities.
Don't get me wrong,
There's
it is
been
the
some
life.
straw thrown down to poop, too.
Well, and the fresh straw is down, and the fresh bedding is all down for when they go back into the coop. But I'm trying to get these things to do this obstacle course that I've built. I got some hoops and some hurdles. I want to make it a tell when they go to that place so great no turkeys ever returned.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm doing the Turkey Olympics. I want the nice folks over at Genio to have an interesting time when they get these things.
interesting. So you want your turkey to be fit, is what you're saying. You want to cut down on the fat.
I want to be a fighter, yes. I want you to get your Thanksgiving turkey. I want you to be able to go to Hornbachers and get the turkey and know the sucker went down with a fight.
Okay.
Yep, no fake breasts here.
Nope, it is all 100% earned.
All right, we'll come back and learn more about this obstacle course that you put up for these damn turkeys.
You're listening to the Fox Morning Show.
Coming up next, Dave's Deep Thought.
107.9 The Fox. And now it's time for Dave's Deep Thought with your radio pal, Dave Jacobs.
On 107.9 The Fox.
I'm told to try the toothbrush most dental professionals use, and I think that's gross. I'll buy my own.
Dave's Deep Thought.
107.9 The Fox. Now here's the Fox Morning Show.
With Where in the World is Ian? No, really, where is he?
Take a trip around the world.
On 107.9 The Fox.
We're back with our buddy Ian, man on the street, and we found him. He's in a turkey farm.
And again, explain to me now, you've built an obstacle course for these turkeys? I mean, how many obstacles are there?
I've only got about 3 right now. I've got the hoops, I've got the hurdles, and then I kind of made a little zigzaggy thing for agility.
Nice. You should get some tires out there, make them, go through the tires, push some sleds.
Do turkeys sweat? So is that like self-basting right now?
I'll find out if they sweat or not. I'll find out, and I'll get back to you, David.
Well, have a towel handy just in case. You got to,
Yeah.
dry them off.
No, we'll turn it into a whole CrossFit system out here.
There you go.
Damn straight. Yep. High-top sneakers, sweatbands.
Well, that's interesting. So, are you going to be there all day? Are you hanging out all day to do this?
Probably till about mid-afternoon. I got to imagine, things have been up since 4 a.m. They've got to need a nap eventually, don't they?
I would imagine once the owners wake up and find you there, they'll probably shoo you out pretty quick.
Yeah, that's going to be a whole nother problem.
That's easy.
Do we have legal on standby just in case?
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Always,
yeah.
always.
Go for it. You're completely protected. Do whatever you want.
We're a rock station. We got legal standing here in the corner. They're waiting for something.
Lots of lawyers that listen to the show.
One thing I love about this station and this show is our lawyers are always
safety first. So it sounds like it's a pretty interesting process.
It sounds like a blast.
To get that turkey from the farm to our table.
to our table, and I'm thinking, because, we have room in that office next to you, Moose, now that we got rid of all those rabbits, I want to bring one of the turkeys home with me. And when I say home, I mean to the studio.
Wait, what did you do with the rabbits? We're going to need them for the playoffs.
Yeah, they took out the turkeys, and so we're going to need them for it. Fight.
Moose,
for our love.
Moose, we cut back to the bare minimum number of rabbits. We had to do something with the other 300.
Okay, so you still have you still have the original jackrabbit.
You think?
We have the original jackrabbit, but we had to do a little bit of a clearance sale over the weekend.
Good. Okay.
But I'm thinking the rabbit might like a turkey friend, and I've got this one. I named him Trace.
Freight?
Trace.
Okay.
Like uno, dos, Trace.
Oh, Trace.
That kind of Trace.
Trace. Gotcha.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Because,
So is he Spanish?
3 strikes but 3 strikes in bowling is a turkey.
Oh,
all right.
okay. And there is tres leches, which is some kind of dessert.
Well, there'll be plenty of dessert next week, but we'll learn how to make Martha Stewart's pumpkin pie or something. I don't know.
Yeah, prison pumpkin pie.
Now, I would be careful putting a turkey and a jackrabbit in the same cage. I mean, I think this is how Michael Vick got in trouble. I mean, cockfighting,
Can you say that on air?
I don't know. I just did, though.
No, not the same cage. We've got. I mean, that's a solid 6x10 room that we've got. I mean, we can keep them socially distanced enough.
Okay. We'll try.
Yeah, forget the tortoise and the hare. I want to see the hare and the turkey. It's going to be a good time seeing those guys racing out.
Well, and by the time I'm done with the turkey, it's going to be a really damn fit turkey.
Well, they say turkeys are super smart, and we already know what jackrabbits do best.
I've heard turkeys aren't that smart. I heard they'll drown. If they look up in a rainstorm, they'll drown.
Yeah, I was hoping we'd have a little rain today. I wanted to test that theory out.
Yeah, They're too dumb to look down. My nose is filling up.
I thought Ben Franklin wanted to make the turkey the national bird.
That's because he was a glutton.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought
Who doesn't love turkey?
I thought he said because they're smart. Maybe he wasn't as smart as we thought.
Well, here, when I bring Trace back, what we'll do is we'll activate the fire sprinkler system in the storage room of the studio, and we'll see what the turkey does.
All right. Yeah. All right. We'll lay some towels down.
You know, our boss eventually is going to be asking if we're raising an animal farm here. I mean, we got a jackrabbit, a turkey. Now and then, everybody brings their dogs around here. Well, that's going to make for an interesting day.
Let out a clean house a little bit.
We're getting ready for the Radio FM Media Petting Zoo coming this spring.
We're going to call it the Heavy Petting Zoo. It's going to be fantastic.
Well, I guess if they don't mind you taking a turkey from them, I don't know if you're going to have to pay for that because I don't know if we put that into the budget. Or since you're good at stealing animals...
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them look alike. You can grab a gobbleganger, bring that in here.
I was going to say, there's at least 1,000 of these things. There's no way they're going to realize I took one.
Okay.
Where's Skip? Has anybody seen Skip?
Okay, sneak it out.
All right, yeah, you do you, man.
Yeah.
That's why we got you out there.
That's right.
You are the man.
You are the man on
All right, Ian.
I'll bring the turkey. You guys get the potatoes and stuffing.
You got it, pal. We'll see you back in the studios.
See you in a bit.
You know what today is?
No, why don't you tell me?
You don't know? You recycle?
Today is National Recycling Day.
Hi, I'm reminding you to recycle.
And recycle everything.
Hey, always recycle.
And so we must all recycle every day.
We recycle everything.
Y'all recycle.
Yeah, recycle this.
National Recycling Day.
Recycling bins everywhere.
So it's showtime.
Hey.
Recycle it all.
Mm-hmm.
Paper.
Mm-hmm.
Metals.
Yes.
Jokes.
That's right. Recycle it all. Well, we are going to recycle yesterday's forecast because we're going to do it again. So we're going to take yesterday and move it into today as well. Boy, wasn't that beautiful?
Oh, blessed.
Look, Boomer out on
I
a
had
walk.
3 or 4 beers sitting around the fire after we're all done with all of our outdoor, cleaned up the garden, of all the old tomato plants and stuff, bagged everything and whatnot. Just make it look nice for the spring.
You bet. Just so beautiful. So again today, that Fox forecast with lots of sunshine and mid to upper 50s. Tonight a low around 30, tomorrow 40s. And then maybe we'll see 50 again by Sunday. Check it out, that full Fox forecast at 1079thefox.com. We've got 30 at 8:05.
Here we are, middle of the month, 15th day of November. Here's what's shaking in our corner of the globe. As a precaution, a brief shelter-in-place order was issued in Colfax last night after an anhydrous ammonia leak. Richland County Sheriff's Office says the leak was reported a little before 10 p.m. last night, about a mile west of Colfax on County Road 4. An employee of Minn Kota Ag Products, the company that owns the tank, arrived on scene, saw the anhydrous leak coming from the valve on the large bulk tank. Colfax firefighters and the company employee used small tanks to offload the remaining anhydrous from the large tank. Incident is under investigation. Man in the hospital with serious injuries after an incident near downtown Fargo yesterday afternoon. Cops said were called to the area of First Avenue North and University Drive shortly after 3:30 on a report of an impaired man and found the man with a knife to his own throat. Officers used less than lethal devices to safely subdue the man, who was taken to the hospital, treated for an injury to his neck. The man's injury is considered serious but not life-threatening, and no officers were injured. Well, that bright flash in the sky over Beltrami County and the sonic boom that followed were initially reported reported to be caused by a meteor, but further investigation, authorities now say that's likely not the cause.
Oh.
As of early yesterday, authorities speculated the cause again was a meteor, but that was refuted by an astronomer and NASA scientists who analyzed the video footage frame by frame and determined whatever streaked across the sky was too horizontal to be a meteor. Mueller said after reviewing the video and using mathematics, it was calculated that the source of flash and boom, I think they had a slide rule and everything, man.
Oh, wow.
The flash and the boom were less than a mile apart, and they don't even know if it was stationary or mobile.
Wow.
They certainly had an interesting puzzle to try and solve, says Mueller. We don't know exactly what it was. We appreciate the assistance we've received from federal agencies and the science community in ruling out what it wasn't, and will continue to provide any subsequent information that our new robot overlords demand.
A real UFO in our backyard.
It was something, man. They don't know what it was. It's a mystery. It's a mystery.
And the Bemidji area, and it's ironic that I saw another story where there are 10 nurses. This is a true story. 10 nurses that are all pregnant around the same time. Just
really?
Saying, yeah.
One handsome orderly that works at the hospital. A shocking survey finds that men really like the idea of women showing off their boobs in public.
You bet.
And if that doesn't blow your mind, dog eats dropped piece of bacon, and also crowded music festival does drugs. Shocking. Man, Sammy Hagar, Michael Anthony, hitting the road next summer. Boy, I hope they come up to our area. They're going to go deep in the Van Halen catalog, they say. They're going to bring along Joe Satriani on guitar and Jason Bonham on drums. Doesn't get much better than that.
That is a super group, if I've ever heard of one.
I hope we get them this summer coming up. That'll be fun. Today's National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day, and of course, it's not random. You'll be needing that space very soon, all right?
Mm-hmm.
A foreign news crew covering an economic summit in San Francisco was robbed by 3 guys with firearms while filming.
Oh, wow.
Thieves got away with production equipment, but it doesn't sound like the crime was caught on camera. Way to go. Best grip boy or whatever. Real smooth. Remember how 16-seed Fairleigh Dickinson upset 1-seed Purdue in March Madness?
Yeah.
Earlier this year? Well, the win helped the school raise money for a separate film room so they don't have to watch game film in the community shower while clothed anymore due to space limitations.
How about that?
Yeah, that's a pretty cool story.
Way to go, Fairleigh Dickinson.
Starting tomorrow, Taco Bell will have grilled cheese nacho fries.
Oh.
And the national average price of gas is expected to fall to $3.25 next week.
Okay.
That would be the lowest Thanksgiving gas price in 3 years.
Wow. I know here in the area it's already under $3.
It's already under $3, absolutely. And finally, a plane flying out of New York City had to turn around shortly after takeoff when a horse got loose on board.
What?
Yeah.
A horse.
Things calmed down. It was Ann Coulter. Everybody calmed down. The horse is said to be in stable condition.
That's good.
That's your news for right now.
All right, coming up here shortly, you could fill your fridge for the holidays. That first keyword of the day at 8:15. We got your sports schedule for today next.
We'll stay 0-0 the first 2 minutes. And then look at Klay Thompson and McDaniels. What is going on with that? Wow. You've got a full-on fracas going on. Draymond came in to defend Klay. This got out of hand very quickly. So Jaden McDaniels been ejected. Klay Thompson's been ejected. Draymond has been ejected.
Yeah, full-on fracas, as the announcer said.
The fracas. Went to a ball game and the hockey game broke out.
Absolutely. And again, this all went down with less than 2 minutes into the game. So Green, Thompson, and McDaniels, as you heard, were ejected. When the Wolves and Warriors threw down, Green actually put Minnesota center Rudy Gobert in a headlock at one point. It looked like a wrestling match.
Giving him a noogie.
Yeah. Waiting for somebody to
Who's your buddy?
Come off the top rope with a chair, but that didn't happen. But there was enough. There was enough. The good news is the Wolves went on to win 104-101 over, again, the Warriors. So they got the Suns tonight. They stay out there out in the western part of the U.S. to play some ball. Meanwhile, our Bison yesterday came up short against UC Davis in Bison men's basketball, 68-53 your final. They're back in action tomorrow when they're in Missoula, Montana to play. We'll have that right here on your Bison Nation station. And, of course, our Bison football team wrapping up the regular season down there at Northern Iowa on Saturday. Doesn't mean that you still can't tailgate. You tailgate right there in your driveway. We've got the ultimate tailgate package up for grabs again. Presented by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green and the Gold Collective. Man, you could win free meat, free booze, and an autographed football from this year's Bison football team. For your chance to score this prize pack, make sure you're a fan of the Fox on Facebook at 1079thefox.com and then be looking for that post tomorrow. We're drawing one lucky fan on Friday. And in some NFL news, the Detroit Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams has upset some fans because he put a glob of Oreo McFlurry on his McDouble cheeseburger at McDonald's.
Oh, my God. And everybody got bent about it.
Some fans want to trade him for that.
How's that different than dipping your fries in your Frosty? Right?
Yeah.
Well, it's not any different.
Yeah, not that much.
Mixing foods.
Right.
Fool.
Absolutely. And in breaking news, this just came out about 15 minutes ago. Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson done for the season.
Yeah, how about this?
He's going to have surgery done to repair a broken bone in his throwing shoulder. That sounds painful. Ouch. Ouch. So
tough.
And the Browns were just kind of getting back into the playoff mix. So I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out for them. That's your Fox Sports. That Fox forecast again today. Beautiful with lots of sunshine and mid to upper 50s. Tonight's low around 30. Tomorrow's high in the 40s. And then we might see 50 again come Sunday. Check it out for yourself. It's 30 right now at 8:15.
And we want to fill your fridge for the holidays with groceries from Cashwise Foods. Always saving you more. We got your first keyword of the day coming up. Stick around.
Now here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
Mostly what we focus on is bringing the community in, education, and talking about history a little bit. You know, this is a very historical event. We want to make sure that the whale is remembered.
Over the weekend, there's an Oregon community that celebrated a day in which they call Exploding Whale Day.
Ooh, did they blow up a beached whale?
When it blew up, that was a smell beyond all description. We said, what do you want us to do? Well, they're going to dispose of this whale at the coast. We want you to go down and cover it. I said, really? And they said, they're going to use dynamite. I said, okay, we'll go.
So what happened was, 53 years ago, there was a stranded sperm whale, and to get rid of it, they blew it up. Here's the original report from 1970.
Well, I'm confident that it'll work. The only thing is we're not sure just exactly how much explosives it'll take to disintegrate this thing, so the scavengers, seagulls, and crabs and whatnot can clean it up.
Our camera stopped rolling immediately after the blast. The humor of the entire situation suddenly gave way to a run for survival as huge chunks of whale blubber fell everywhere. A parked car over a quarter of a mile from the blast site was the target of one large chunk. The passenger compartment literally smashed. Everyone on the scene was covered with small particles of dead whale.
You got exactly what you deserve.
That sounds like a scene from WKRP.
Yeah.
You know,
God is my witness.
They underestimated the amount of explosives, the dynamite that they would need. Yeah, they had too much.
It was overkill.
It was overkill.
It was
there
a bit
was
of overkill.
whale everywhere, as far as a mile away, they say. And then, as you heard, the cameras had to stop rolling. That must have been a sight.
Can you imagine?
Oh, my God.
You imagine whale steaks for everybody.
Steak bites.
Steak bites. Yeah, kebabs.
So, yes. So the tradition continues to at least honor this whale each and every year at around this time. They call it Exploding Whale Day. And
it's a grand tradition.
It's a real get-together.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not fish. That's a mammal you're chewing on.
So, I'm sorry to say that we missed it. It was over the weekend, but happy belated Exploding Whale Day.
Well, it's never too late to celebrate, right?
That's right.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.